Today, President Donald Trump made a bold move that's already sparking debate across Washington. He signed an executive order declaring that the Department of Defense will now be called the Department of War in certain official settings. Now, let's be clear, the legal name of Pentagon won't actually change unless Congress approves it, but under Trump's order, the White House says the new title can be used in ceremonial events, in official correspondence, and even by Secretary of Defense, who can now be introduced as Secretary of War. Standing in the Oval Office with Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, Trump said this wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. In his word, this is something we thought long and hard about it. He argued that Department of Defense just doesn't sound strong enough. To him, America's military should carry a name that reflects victory and power. Hegseth backed him up, saying the change is about bringing back what he called the warrior ethos to the military. Trump has been teasing this shift for months. He often said he thought the word defense sent the wrong message. On Friday, he pointed at America's victories in the past, like World War I and World War II, as example of what he sees a real strength. He put it bluntly, and I quote, "We won the First World War, we won the Second World War, we won everything before that and in between. Then we went soft and changed the name to Department of Defense. So now we are going back, Department of War." End of quote. And when asked if Congress would have to sign off, Trump waved that away. Last month, he told reporters, and I quote, "We're just going to do it. If Congress wants to weigh in, fine, but I don't think we even need that." End of quote. The name Department of War isn't new. In fact, it goes all the way back to 1789, when Congress created the original Department of War to oversee the Army, the Navy, and the Marine Corps. Eventually, the Navy got its own department, and after World War II, President Harry Truman pushed for a more unified system. That's when Pentagon became a Department of Defense, bringing all the armed forces under one umbrella. Historians say the change back then was about more than just words. Richard Cohen, a professor of military history at the University of North Carolina, explained that war in 1940s was much bigger than battles on the field. It included intelligence, diplomacy, alliance, and even America's industrial strength at home. That's why Truman and his advisors felt defense was the right road. It was broader, more about strategy than just war fighting. But Trump clearly wants something different. His supporters say the new name is a moral boost and send a tough message to America's enemies. Critics argue it could make the US look more aggressive at a time when allies are calling for cooperation. For now, legal name remains the Department of Defense, but under Trump's executive order, the word Department of War are officially back in circulation, and that alone marks a big symbolic shift.